together. We're going to, so we've been asked to pop on here for a little bit and talk about beverages. And of course, we're talking about the DMP beverage today too. So David and I have got the DMP cold brew, and I have to look at my ingredients here. It's the cold foam cold brew. And we're going to sip on it as we talk. And as we're doing this, we're going to see what happens to our blood sugar, because that's really the test, isn't it? Because this drink was created with ingredients that are intentionally not supposed to impact our blood sugar in a bad way, meaning raising it. So, and the ingredients of it, I'll just go ahead and list that, just in case you are not aware. It has, again, it's a cold foam cold brew. It has sugar-free vanilla cold foam, 3 pumps of sugar-free vanilla, 1 pump of toffee nut, and then it is made with a milk or non-dairy beverage of your choice. We did coconut milk with ours, and yeah, that's pretty much the only change that we did, or the only, you know, the unique way that we made ours. Again, these are 16 ounces, and they add up to 7 grams of carbs for the whole serving. And another note is the caffeine, and we'll talk more about caffeine here in a little bit, because these have 205 milligrams of caffeine, again, for the whole serving, which is about 2.5 cups. An average cup of coffee has got anywhere from 40 to 60 milligrams, so you're talking 3 times as much caffeine. And caffeine affects our blood sugar. And we notice that in the morning especially, and we're going to talk about cortisol and the raising the cortisol and how that really, that's a little bit of that little spike in the morning that we can all get. And then when we add coffee to that caffeine first thing in the morning, we're really cognizant of what's going on. So, and again, the CGMs that we're wearing help in that, giving us that information as we're getting up and going in the morning. So I'm going to sip a little bit. Is there anything else you wanted to say about?
Yeah, something about the morning. You know, you wake up and, like, I checked my blood sugar this morning and it was like 50. And as I started moving around, it started rising without even eating anything. So that's obviously the cortisol in the morning. And then what I'll try to do is take my insulin before I even have my coffee. My first thing to drink is a big glass of water to hydrate after being sleeping for 8 hours if I have a good night's sleep. Absolutely. Therefore, you figure you're somewhat dehydrated. So I always encourage people when I'm teaching, you know, healthcare providers, CPR, or any type of CPR, that, you know, hydration is super important for all of us, that we need to hydrate with clear fluids, you know, mostly water, you know, but the sugary drinks are really, really bad. So, yeah. And I know that's what we're kind of talking about.
Yeah, we sure are. We're going to, I know there's, you know, when you talk, I remember when I was telling David about us talking about this topic, and it was like, yeah, we're going to talk about drinks. And I'm like, and then you really start thinking about it, how, you know, we tend to have more variety in drinks, and maybe sometimes we do food. So the question is, how does beverages affect our blood sugar?